What is going on? Darsticks here, and today we are looking at our free-to-play account. This is day 126 of the account. Get Geo Brood Alpha here to 7 stars, and we are going to start grading him. We do want to get him pretty quickly built up enough to where we can do the Watt raid. Just going to help us get in a better guild. 7 stars here on Admiral Piet. Do need him for the Executor Journey. And did have to farm him for quite a while. Did take a little while, but I think that's going to help our trooper team quite a bit, and really making some good progress on that trooper team. I think it is coming along nicely. Still need to work on Iden. Definitely have a lot of other stuff that we need to work on as well. Here we get Poggle to 7 stars. We got him out of the stores, so pretty easy there. And take him up to 85 and do a couple of these things, and then take him to the 7 stars. So do want to give him eventually that is going to help us, that Omicron for territory wars. I think that will be a solid investment there. I realize I don't think I hit the button there for Poggle to go to 7 stars, so we might jump back on that. Qui-Gon Jinn here, we are going to use him in GAC and probably the new raid. So we do need to get him built up. Pretty easy to get with Cantina store currency there, so you just buy him out of the store. Simple. It takes a little bit, but not too long, way faster than a farm. Get TIE Fighter Pilot to 7 stars. We were farming him out of Cantina for a little bit to speed that along, and then buying out of the shop. We really bought him out of Cantina or several stores to speed that up, but I needed his ship at a certain stars so we could do executrix and different things with that. So that's really what prompted us to go on him and Cantina for a little bit. See, we've got plenty of stuff that we can upgrade, just past 700,000 GP. So pretty happy with that. We are going to unlock Chief Chirpa here. Going to need him for C3PO event eventually. So start at least getting the shards for that team built up. General Grievous, getting him out of the store, and fleet currency there used for him. Don't use anything else. That is the cheapest place to get him and the best. Luminara we are going to use for the new raid, so I'm going to build her up enough, but right now we are looking pretty good there. I'm going to put Naboo here for a new raid, and kind of just look at our Jedi team, and it is pretty sad state right now, so we're going to keep working on this as we go, but I definitely think we can make this team work for us. There's a couple that will build up anyways that we would just normally. Mace, Qui-Gon both make sense to build up, and all of them are Galactic Republic Jedi, so technically they can work with the Qui-Gon team anyways, and then you throw Jedi Knight Anakin on that, and you've got a pretty decent squad there, so that should be pretty good. Not super worried about that right now. We will slowly work on the abilities. It's going to take a little bit of time. Unfortunately, we are just building them up as we go, and we can't spend all the money we'd like to on everybody right away. Credit crunch has been okay so far. Not too bad as long as we're getting our raid rewards. We're doing pretty good in that, but you can see I'm going to remove him from the farm and get rid of a couple of these other ones that we finished off. We're getting pretty close on a lot of them, so I'm pretty happy with that. Queel, we're farming. Obviously we need him for Beskar Armor Mando, and then we also need him on the same node as the Imperial TIE Bomber, so very important for Executor to get that up and running. We're also buying it out of Galactic War shipments, but the extra little bit, we've got to farm him anyway, so important to just get him up and running on that. So we're looking pretty good. The Geos, I really feel like now that we've got them all to 7 stars, we could probably build them up enough to do the Watt mission. You can start doing it around gear 10 with some decent mods, and right now they have pretty terrible mods, honestly, and we're not even going to have all of them at 85. So we got to build them up enough to where they qualify for the event. So we'll continue working on them. It's going to be a little bit of time there because we want to build up some other teams. It's not like the main priority to get them built up. But in 5v5, they're actually pretty decent. And you can split them in 3v3 a couple different ways and make them just okay. Yeah, typically, I have put them on defense before, and sometimes it'll trip people up. Kind of just depends. Right now, where they're at, not really going to trip too many people up, I don't think. We do definitely need some better stuff on them. Adding the hive mind is pretty important. So I feel like on all of them, but it's going to take a little bit to build them up, and we've got some time. We probably, I'll kind of see where we're at after vacation and everything and new raid, all this stuff, and kind of decide then if we're going to look for a new guild. The reason I would suggest every once in a while, especially on a new account, I would suggest every few months kind of evaluating like where you're at, if the guild you're in is really where you want to be. Once your account gets older, my other account is a couple years old at this point, and honestly I just look at it every once in a while, like maybe every 6 months, and just kind of decide, hey, have I outgrown this guild? Am I in a pretty good position? And right now the guild I'm in and my main account is perfectly fine and really good guild. Enjoy it. The guild I'm in with the free-to-play account is higher GP, obviously, than I should be in, because it's around 100 million GP, and I'm at 700,000. So definitely working on the CLS requirements here a little bit. Got to start building them up, but we don't have enough credits to do all of them. But yeah, so looking at that and kind of deciding, am I marketable enough to another guild that could do the indoor raid more often, do the new Naboo raid more often than I'm doing the indoor raid right now. Those kind of things are important when you're looking for a guild. Are they getting more stars, more Watt shards? That kind of stuff is important to look for on new accounts. Watt probably isn't as, for this account, I don't know how useful he's going to be long term, but I want to get the shards now. So being a guild that's not doing ROTE, that is doing Dark Side Geo, so I can get those Watt shards. Right now, the guild I'm in is getting 5 to 10 shards, not super consistent. So that's pretty low. It means it's going to take us, how many? That would be 33 months to get Watt really built out. The guild I was in previously in my main account was getting closer 40 to 45 shards every time it rolled around, so you can build them up pretty quick in a guild like that. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Once we get our geos really Watt ready, then we'll kind of market ourselves that way. Put the Poggle Omicron on. I think that'll make us a little more marketable as well. There we have a territory war. I'd like to get a galactic war. Yeah, and then we can go ahead and do Luminara. So you can kind of see that's going to be our team for the new raid. And then we should go ahead and grab Imperial TIE Fighter. We can go ahead and take to 6 stars, so that's really good there. We've got a little ways to go on him to finish that one off. Still farming Vulture Droid, but build up our Separatist fleet here. We are buying, with our Get To, we are buying General Grievous's ship. I want to say Invisible Hand, but it's not Invisible Hand. Whatever he flies, I can't even think of it right now. Malevolence. So that's what we're working towards, and I think we'll be in a pretty good spot with this. Fleet Shard has been pretty difficult right now. The top 50 is basically all people that either bought a hyperdrive bundle or everyone has bought the Lightspeed bundle for General Anakin Skywalker, which included, and I don't blame them at all, included your crud. I can't even think of the name of the ship now. But Negotiator. All of them have Negotiator, and all of them have relic pilots and everything that came with a bundle. So it has been very difficult. Obviously, it's difficult to get into the top 100. We've done it a couple times, snuck in, but it's been very, very difficult. I don't foresee myself going into top 50 until we have Executor. Unfortunately, once we do that, then we should be able to get going in there and fight Negotiators. But it's going to be tough because Marauder and everything else. But that is kind of the update for week 1 or day 126. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this update. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.